get the full benefit of this comp. If they take it late, Alter Ego has so many things going on for them. DPS, intelligence, right? Vision from the Novaria. I think Dewa will be very desperate to try and get something in the early game.
But on the contrary, you would say the same for Alter Ego. Alter Ego also needs to snowball with their Martis pick. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the battle for the early game, the battle for the brackets, the battle for their playoff run. Dewa United, the Apostles of God, facing off the three-face masks in match number 2, game number 1.
Oh, Shaco with a good steal already early on. Something you need to face off against when you go and start on the purple buff. A lot of times now we've seen that the little purple buff always gets stolen away, especially by Shaco.
Here's a 2v2 situation on the top side. It's Keys and Dixon. They're pretty strong in the early game though. I feel like Alter Ego might want to be a bit careful. Novaria and Dairoth respectively are a bit more vulnerable to just getting all in. But no, here we go, fight it in the Lolito.
Onward and an Earth Shatter, now only on to Shaco, who's also went for the Brave Smite, so he should be able to sustain back up. Lanaya walking up, Red Tree to pick the Lethal up.
And there it is. That's the beauty of having the Farsa and the Kaja in the mid lane. Super high mobility, super fast clear, and you can finally see that they're able to utilize that dominance on the other lanes, the respective lanes, the EXP lane that we have been so concerned about as anything standing out here for emblems.
Tenacity is on the side of Dewa United because they have to survive more. But overall, I think the weapon mastery in the hands of Keys show that he understands what being on a Brody, he won't be as reliable in that late game. So he's trying to supplement that damage a bit more, being the only one who does that. And Udil with the life drain means that he understands also that the mid lane clear very much is on the side of Novaria in this matchup. So that will give him a bit of an edge, especially in the early game when both teams are just going to be fighting it out.
So many quantum charges for Alter Ego here.
They love charging their quantums, man. They love using their mobility to try to outplay in these team fights. Onward, onto the front, Lanaya taking a lot of damage. Abyssum Strike and another Shatter with a Flicker combo together. Alter Ego has found one with a decimation by Selly Boy as well.
He found one pick, but at the same time, Dixon still be able to just be a problem here if Alter Ego wants to commit on this. I wonder if Alter Ego are going to try and get the turtle, or they're going to try and use the turtle to catch more kills from the side of Dewa United. Because so far, you can see that Selly Boy is moving away from the turtle, just for now.
I think he was focusing there, but he's coming back. He has a little bit of an edge in EXP compared to Lanaya. Let's see if they're able to steal this one.
Taunt, but that's going to be the Onward and the Earth Shatter. Doing a lot of CC, Pi jumping forward, Dixon taking low, the Abyssum Strike executes him, and it's another decimation onto Lanaya. Alter Ego with the full early game control, and another spear to end the fight with.
Oh, and Alter Ego, they're getting more aggressive into Dewa United, and that's definitely the snowball that we were afraid of. Talent's prediction by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G shows a 3v3.
That's interesting,
4v2?
man. I mean, Pablo is always a contrarian, but, you know, on the English desk, nothing is really what it seems. As we take a look at the talent prediction ranking, it's your big man, Goni, #1 right here. BMG, 56 points with a 63% accuracy, man. Shevin following closely behind. I wonder if they have figured out this game as well, though, because we thought it was going to be a bit more equal, but Alter Ego is completely decimating Dewa, making use of their very, very strong early game comp.
You know what the irony is, Arashi? Is RQ #2 on standings?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Then both Arashi and RQ have been dethroned by Goni and Onyx.
Absolutely.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's a painful pill to swallow, but let's see how this game goes at least, because so far, Dewa United, if they really want to slow this down a bit, I think they can still really win it out. We see that Shaco hasn't really been able to use his Divine Judgments as well, and now Lanaya.
Oh man, no Earth Shatter used up just yet, but Lanaya's already lost so much HP. Udo claims the kill. Now Nino on the back. Juan able to flicker out for the wall. Rossi taking low, gets a kill for Juan there, but look at Udo with an Astral Meteor picking up a kill. 1-4-2.
That's a huge win for Alter Ego here. 3,000 gold lead. And they were able to take Watt down as well in the process, as once again Alter Ego just taking everything away from Dewa. But luckily, Lanaya is still able to secure that purple buff.
But that means no turtle.
Oh.
Well, we'll see, man. That's a free turtle for Alter Ego, unfortunately. And Dewa, they're really stuck on this damage control phase. And in the early game, it is difficult. And now Dixon might have the backup required. It might take on Pi.
Another airstrike coming down. Pi, wow, beautiful disengage. Sully Boy knows there's no more maneuverability. The Mortal Coil comes down with the Astral Echo. But Alter Ego are unable to look for anything more. It's just a flicker burnt out. Still quite value for Alter Ego.
So difficult right now for Dewa because of the unexpected damage from this Novaria from Udil. The fact that you don't have to build so many items to actually get some more damage due to the kit, right? With the Astral Sphere doing more damage, the farther you travel when you crest the first part of it, I think it's a huge amount of damage that really is unfair in the early game. Showing again why this hero is very, very prio in the early game.
So for now, 6 minutes in, you can say that Alter Ego Esports has a good grip on the dominance of the game. 3,500 gold lead. You can even see the gold differences here as well by UBS Gold. And for the gold lane in particular, Nino is leading quite a bit, and being behind on a Brody in a Brody-Claude matchup, that's definitely not favorable for Dewa United as Alter Ego looking for more.
But Astral Echo, Sunny Boy tanking it up, getting chunked. One turret shot. Watt trying to clear out the waves! Our Shatter Flicker from Rasi! And Shako gets caught in the blazing duet. Nino picks up a kill. K's now, no flicker to play with. But Lanaya is here. Force some cover. Sully Boy gets out with a Mortal Coil. It's a free turret and a kill. 2 kills down below.
Man, that's just so much damage, and you can see that Dewa United, they're stuck trying to damage control right here. They can't really have any chance to do a proactive maneuver of their own. Every single time they use a battle spell, an ultimate, it's all because they are forced to do so by the aggression of Alter Ego, which is exactly what Alter Ego needs to do if they want to keep snowballing. And from the looks of it, use Sully Boy in a very aggressive fashion.
And they have been able to do that over and over here. What's he on right now? 205 KDA so far, not being able to be taken down, not even once. What? I think he doesn't have the damage just yet as well to participate well in these team fights. What's his item looking like? I'm actually quite curious. I think he has Malefic Roar?
Oh, wait. Divine Judgment coming down. Only onto Rossi, who's still going to be able to survive. The Primal Wrap gets him out for a bit before the Tornaport Memory takes his life. Decimation coming down. Appraiser's Wrath on the Sully Boy, but the Mortal Coil saves his life. Going for another right now, but Wild claims the shutdown and the double kill. Looking for more as he free hits in the back. Pi jumping forward. Getting zoned away by K's. 2 for 2. I think it's worth it for Dewa.
2 for 2 and a shutdown on Sully Boy as well. Dewa striking back with the mid-game power spike, but at what cost? They've been losing turrets, and now Nino takes one more on the top side. He's having a great game right here, being allowed to farm freely again and again, and if he is not controlled later on, it's going to be a huge problem. Dewa United are kind of lacking when it comes to the crowd control department.
Yeah, they only have literally a taunt from Fredrin and a single target there from Kaja, but what exactly went down in that team fight?
Sully Boy went in with the decimation, but afterwards, the Feather Airstrike zones everyone away, and Watt, man, he is just so good at spacing right here, reading the maneuvers, dodging the final Astral Sphere as well. And what? You leave him alone, he will make you question it and say, what just happened?
And even the itemization, I actually said what? Eterna asked the question, I looked back. He went for first item Malefic Roar. And I have to see if he completed it after the double kill.
Right before that team fight.
Exactly. Oh, Lanaya walking forward, catching Sully Boy, but with the Mortal Coil. No kill threat. Down below, though, that's definitely kill threat. Pi able to escape Tornaport Memory. Not enough to take Pi down.
So what can Dewa United do with this mid-game power spike? Dixon with the Oracle is now regenning so much more, but Nino is out of control, taking down structures that will be very valuable in the late game for Alter Ego. The control and the vision will allow them to just outmaneuver Dewa, and they're bursting down the Lord.
He's playing so objectively. Lanaya.
Gonna burst it down. He tried to go for a steal, and it is not a good attempt for Dewa United. They will lose out a chance to contest, and they'll lose out their jungler. Alter Ego still clean.
By the way, looking at the real-time win probability for Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G, 63% for Alter Ego, and man, the fan base is feeling it. It's so loud. They're right behind us, And can you blame them? Alter Ego, they're looking solid so far, making very minimal mistakes. And with this Lord available, there's also a chance for them to just start sieging, especially with the Novaria pick in the hands of Udo.
But I feel like, you know, Daewoo United, they've been in this position before, and they're kind of like a wild card. Somehow, even though they're behind, they are able to find a moment to turn it back around. And with Watt picking up that DHS, do you think that they're heading in the right direction, or is this just GG for Alter Ego?
The DHS will help his damage output, give him some more survivability as well. I think it's a step in the right direction, but I don't think it's going to only be Watt, right? The damage is going to fall off. It's going to be Keys as well, who's doing well trying to avoid deaths with the Lightning Truncheon. Maybe now Daewoo United can do something with the assistance of the turret.
For the airstrike coming down for the side of Daewoo United for Keys. That was a good spear to the back as well. By the way, the Alter Ego fans in the building are absolutely phenomenal. You can really feel the atmosphere. And even for Daewoo United, by the way, just have to wait for them to start winning before the fans start singing.
This feels like a classical derby.
Exactly.
Do you see how packed the arena is?
It's a full house.
It's amazing. But I'm worried, I'm concerned. Oh
my God.
The damage!
Threading the needle. Dixon in the midst of it all right now. Bissom strike coming down. But they're all caught. Primal Wrath coming out as well. Torn apart memory. Locking Rossi out. Watt's positioning almost got them a victory. Look at the health bars.
That's unfortunate, man. If Keys was present without being chunked out in the middle of that fight, that really could have been the turn-around moment, but Udil has done it. That is the danger of the Novaria in the late game, and you can expect some Athena shields on the side of Daewoo. Because it doesn't matter if you have damage, if you get chunked down before the fight even begins. Now, without the turret in the bottom side, this is key for Alter Ego, trying to find traps, trying to find ways to invade into the jungle. But Daewoo so far has been able to stave off the aggression, unless...
Going in, invading. The team with more map pressure will always be doing this. Continuously suffocating Daewoo United.
Continuously suffocating indeed. I mean, Alter Ego, 9,000 gold lead on Daewoo United right now. Only 12 minutes has elapsed, and you were talking about the Athena Shield. Lanaya bought it earlier on, so they're starting to respect that damage output coming in from Udil. And talking about magic damage, speaking about magic damage, I feel like Keys' damage is so underwhelming. Did you see how much damage it was doing? It was barely anything. Onto Celiboy, who I believe doesn't even have an Athena Shield yet.
I mean, he just completed the Lightning Truncheon very late in the game right here. So more items will be required before it can even be a real presence. And look at Alter Ego, man, denying Lanaya any shot. Now Dixon, what is he doing?
He's trying to create an opening for Lanaya, but the onward locks him down. He's still able to dash forward. Celiboy claims it with Retribution right now, and Pi jumps forward. Memory, wants it! Case gets the kill! Daewoo looking for the fight. That's a flicker forward from Dixon. Finding Pi, the Immortality Pop, locking him down just for a bit. But there's no more follow-up. A kill traded in for the Lord. How did Daewoo even find Nino?
Shaco, man. Shaco, Divine Judgment, used Conceal as well, and everyone just utilized all their arsenal, everything that they had on to Nino, and eventually he had to pass.
Lanaya, with the burn from the jungle item, he actually got the purple buff. Rossi almost denied it, but he got it. So a small win for Lanaya in this game so far, going for his own purple as well, with the Lord coming in right here. Nino up, but only from the base. Daewoo will be able to clear this out, I think. Can they find something more after that, though?
Let's see, the Astral Echo is in place down. 4 members revealed. Lanaya, still very healthy. Comes in, holds the Lord off, and they're able to clear it out before the minion wave crashes into mid lane. Appraiser's Wrath used up. Earth Shatter as well from Rossi. Celiboy, very, very close there from getting caught in Divine Judgment, but it's still, Conceal. They want to look for more for the airstrike to the front right now. Look at the damage coming down, and Watt's positioning in the back. Still free hitting as the Divine Judgment locks Rossi down. Immortality popped, and now he's going to lose his life. Killing spree. Celiboy, another one of the top being blocked for the base turret. 2-4-1. Kill for base turret.
Alter Ego's passive is starting to turn on here. We're nearing that mid towards that late moment in the game. And it looks like Daewoo United, they're completely turning it around with Rossi and Celiboy off the board. Look at that.
They're falling off. Yeah, for sure they're falling off. Pi He's in a position where, alright, he does damage, but he can't frontline. No frontliners here. Dewa can take whatever they want.
They're not out damaging Alter Ego, but they are outlasting with the front line, especially because Nino and Pi, they have to be very careful with their positioning. Compared to Dewa, they just play defensive. They let the wall, right, the meat shield in the front, take all the impact. And look at Watt and Keys, man. In the past 2 fights, they have not been targeted. They have not been dove at. And that is something that Alter Ego can still do if they really want to try and get a decisive teamfight win.
Look at that. Gold lead just instantly shift.
It was a 10K gold lead at one point.
10K! 3K now, 4K closer, but just losing these team fights over and over. Dewa United being able to defend over and over. It's starting to hurt Alter Ego. And in the late game, I do believe that both teams have a fighting chance.
All comes down to the execution. If Alter Ego are able to actually output the damage, pick someone off, which they have the kit for, right? Good amount of physical and magical burst damage, they can get a lead before the fight even begins. But with all the Athenas, all the defensive items being built and completed for Dewa United right now, Rasi gets pulled in.
Beautiful dodge away. Watto takes a lot of damage, still able to space out. Torn apart, memory, fadeaway kill. Rossi gets picked off as well. Dixon gets out. Lanai with a taunt. And the Brazers Rat buying a little bit more time as Nino is still in the front side there. Shako with the help of Kaze takes Nino out. And just like that, you can hear the silence from the Alter Ego fans. You can start to hear the Dewa United fans in the building.
Again, against all odds, the Apostles of God, Dewa United, they find opportunities and they take it for themselves. 3-4-0 trade, getting that inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Things were looking so bleak for Dewa United, but they're always so calm, so calculated, and now they have the Lord uncontested from Alter Ego.
Sally Boy late to the party, a secured Lord, and finally a gold lead for Dewa United after that huge sequence of events. That's just the problem, man. You have a solid late game gold laner, but can he even be present? Nino stepped forward for just a second and he got instantly deleted. With the Lord right now, with the advantage in range, in burst, in frontliners, can they do something? But Dixon!
Winner truncheon! He buys the time, not enough though. That's a decimation and an Abyssum strike. Too much damage to hold off. Let's see if Dewa can still make use of this Lord despite not having Dixon.
Man, I didn't realize that nasty combo. Decimate after the shred coming in from the Dyra.
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's a lot of physical damage, and Dixon definitely felt that. Fortunately for Dewa, they kind of lost a bit of momentum with that, but they will be able to get some more turrets. And Alter Ego are the ones adapting. They're going in.
Flicker conceal everything, and the kitchen sink again. Abyssum strike and a decimation.
Now Dewa United, they're running for their lives back to the base, back to a few minutes ago, where despite Dewa United holding 1,000 gold lead, look at the map, it's completely red. And this is the advantage that Alter Ego has. They have 2 base inhibitor turrets from Dewa United that they can utilize, that they can play with. And remember, they have a Claude, so it's looking kind of scary for Dewa United now.
It's always entertaining when it's an Alter Ego match. Win or lose. Let's take a look at the mid lane right now and onward connecting, and a very good escape from Dixon. Rossi loses his life, super extends into the back right now, but Watt isn't able to find a total part memories. Now it's going to be Kaze kiting back. Mid lane base turret taken down. Sully Boy with a Mortal Coil just dashes across. 3 base turrets now down for Dewa United and Alter Ego. They seem to have taken back control of the game.
A brute force base turret take from Alter Ego, man. They knew that Lanaya was not in the picture just yet, but barely. If they overstayed their welcome right there, if they were caught in a fight by Dewa United, that could have been disastrous, but they have pulled it off, and it's now down to the Lords and the fact that there are no more base turrets. Dewa United has recovered from a situation like this before. But this is going to be a very tough one, especially with the advantages, the tools that Alter Ego has so reliably secured for themselves in the early side of the game.
And this is what I'm concerned about, right? When things go quiet. Oh, here it is. Rossi already concealing.
Oh, they're doing the same thing. Literally the same thing happening on both sides of the map. But what's the difference? Sully Boy has immortality. He's able to survive for a bit right now. Watts and K's in the back. Still free hitting as Dixon fights Nino. Rossi with the onward onto Watt. He's still able to dish out damage and a stun from the corrosive strike. Takes Rossi out 1-4-2. And it's a gold later that Alter Ego have just lost.
Deadly kiss coming in from Watt over there. 2-for-1 trade. K picks up a Holy Crystal. So even more damage for Dewa United. And I honestly thought that this could have been so dangerous for Dewa United. Remember, Alter Ego, I'm just so afraid of a split push Claude situation. But without Claude, there's nothing to worry about.
Two members down from Alter Ego right here. Dewa United needs to force this. They have to make it a bit lower, right? Threaten it a bit more if they want to make use of it. Nino is up in 2 seconds. He will be rushing straight towards the Lord. As Dewa, they're taking it way too slow. It's going to be yet another fight, but look at the wave on the top side of the map. This is a gamble. We'll see if it pays off.
They need to commit whether they like it or not. Dixon now trying to zone Sully Boy, but they don't have CC. Lanaya versus the world. Dixon fights it for the team. Now goes for the winner. Truncheon. Nino purifies out, gets out of the BMI. They were running for the hills. Udil. This could be the game.
Oh my God, the base.
Saving play.
The base.
Udil walking up. The Astro Recall grants him the space. Udil takes the game to his own hands and ends it for Alter Ego.
The risk was made, the decision was made, the call was made in that split-second moment. Dewa was able to get the Lord, but unfortunately, miscalculation on how much damage, and the minions from Dewa weren't out just yet. And Alter Ego were able to win it just like that. Wow!
That is crazy. I thought that was the moment that Dewa was looking for. They got everything they needed. The Lord secured by Dixon. The members advantage because they won out in that fight. But Udil says otherwise, man.
Give it to the Winions and give it to the Kage.
Man, they grouped at the Lord so early on, and they weren't rushing it. If they sent someone else to clear the way first, I think he could have still made it back to the Lord pit. And that shows again that at the highest level, man, wave management, even the most